Hey everybody, this is Perch. Our Gotham titles Batman is the male. Okay, let's see. Dearest Perch D. Perchington, I swap comics with my bro. Okay, your bro. This allows us to read twice as many comics. We are primarily DC fans. This last batch of comics I got from him, I keep pulling the next one out, and it is always Batman. Batman, Batman. I call him up demanding he just accept that he loves Batman and that Batman is his favorite, which he always denies. I don't know why people do that, by the way. People do that in the shop all the time. People come in and like, make sure I'm on the pull list for Batman. Any title Batman is in, or Wolverine, put in my box. I want the Wolverine title. I want X-Men titles. I want any kind of guest appearances with Wolverine. I'm like, oh, Wolverine's your favorite character? No, why would you say that? It, what? Because I don't know. Anyway, back to the mail. This I find crazy because let's say a comic shop's wall is split into 3 equal sections: DC, Marvel, and the rest. Oh, that's kind of sad. Anyway, then let's say Batman is 50% of DC, which I think is a fair estimate. More than fair. Is this dude telling me that he just randomly is rolling the same number on a 6-sided die? That's a very logical way of thinking about it. Even if it is DC, that is a coin flip coming up heads for this dude's entire poll for like 3 to 4 months. So then he says they aren't Batman. Batman's name isn't in the title. Here's what I have sitting in front of me: 4 Gotham Knights, 1 Nightwing, 1 Bad Day Bane, 1 Detective Comics, which he did admit was actually Batman, even though the name isn't in the title, but he got it for Two-Face. 3 Jokers trade. We already read this in non-trade form, but he denies this is Batman and is instead Joker. Or no, it's instead Johns. Okay, that's even weirder. So then we debated, and finally he told me to go ask Perch. So Perch, if one is a fan of Gotham, are they by default a fan of Batman? Thanks for being my virtual comic shop atmosphere. Okay, well, look, I think I love that your friend told you to go ask Perch. I love it. Based on the time, so kind of 2 separate questions. Yes, it's true. Gotham is a setting, like New York is a setting in the Marvel comics. You wouldn't say New York equals Spider-Man because other characters run around in New York. Now, that said, Gotham is far more tied to Batman. So, I mean, if it's going to be Gotham, then as a reader, you're expecting the Batman is showing up at some point. He's going to have an influence, whether he's in the title or not. Batman's going to wander into the picture. His cape is going to be there. Like, it's going to be, there's going to be a Batman somewhere in the picture sooner or later. That's what you get when you sign up for Gotham. So I do think they're linked and they can't not be linked. I think it would be a stretch to say I'm interested in Gotham, but I don't really like Batman. I mean, I don't know what you would be doing then. I mean, you're interested in kind of Gothic type architecture with crazy costume villains running around that usually fight Batman, but you don't like Batman. I mean, that doesn't really work. So I think for all intents and purposes, yeah, Gotham is hard linked, hardwired to Batman. And but then based on the titles that your friend had there, they're a fan of Batman. I mean, come on. Now, I'll give your friend a one piece of credit here, or at least one other option, and that is it's maybe not the character Batman, but the atmosphere Batman. So, Batman is a single person, Bruce Wayne. I know I Am Batman is a different title, but come on, that you are not Batman. That's one of those titles where I was at a shop recently, just catching up with a store owner, and people are coming in, and the customer's like, I am Batman, because I was sitting out there, and it's like, nope, no, you're not. Just no, simple answer, no. It was just funny to see that reaction. I still maintain that, like, if you wanted Jace Fox, John Ridley to succeed, the dumbest thing to do is to call the character Batman when clearly the character is not Batman. I know anyone can put on the mask. That's not an argument. Bruce Wayne has been putting on the mask for 60 years. Sorry, that's just the way it goes. It'd be like if you call, if you have 007 James Bond, and then you have a woman who's called James Bond, and they're like, what? Why do you keep expecting it's a guy? Anybody could be James Bond. It's just a name. James could be a girl's name. It's like, okay, just stop. Just stop with that. Don't don't be silly with your arguments. Everybody knows James Bond. The same thing. This is the challenge they were having when they were like, well, Idris Elba could be James Bond. It could be, at least has somewhat the accent, mostly that kind of fits. But it's not racist to say we viewed James Bond as a white British dude for years. And why it's not racist to say that is because that is exactly how he has been portrayed for years. You can come out with a new character and call that character James Bond, but the very essence of James Bond is British, suit, gadget, white guy. That's just what you got. If you want to change that, good luck to you, but it's probably not going to work. So anyway, sorry, I got off track a little bit, but Batman, I think there's the character Batman, and people may or may not like the character. You may not like Bruce Wayne, the actual, person who is Batman, but you like the atmosphere around Batman. You like the, less superpowers, more detective gadget type stuff. You like the, the greater emphasis on the city. You like the villains being a little bit more dangerous and psychotic. I mean, there's a lot that goes into Batman as a brand or a property that isn't completely about the character. So in fairness to your friend, if you think about Batman as a genre, I think your friend is a fan of Batman the genre. With all those comics out there, you wouldn't be. I guess, look, you wouldn't be pulling Gotham Knights, and Bad Day Bane and some of these if you didn't like the Batman genre, that kind of classification of comics. You wouldn't do it. So I think your friend does like the Batman genre. If he doesn't like Batman the character, I can kind of wrap my head around that. It's still a little strange, but I think your friend likes Batman just fine. That's my belief. But anyway, there you go. So that's how I'm settling it. We'll see. So I guess I leave the question out to you because I think there's a bigger question in mind that we could have here, which is how much of the character is forever linked, forever chained to the title. Because right now, I think comic publishers in general are wrestling with this. They're trying, as they try and give new spins on characters and things. It's how far can you go? If you have somebody who likes the Flash, can you have somebody who likes the Flash as a book but doesn't like the Flash as a character? I don't think so. I mean, I think that's hard. I don't think that works. I think that unfortunately or fortunately, whatever your point of view is, I think those two are a package deal. And I think the same thing is pretty true with Batman and Gotham. But, maybe I'm wrong. So let me know in the comments below what you think of all this and how, is it possible to love Batman, love Gotham and Gotham books and Gotham styles, but dislike Batman the character? I don't know, food for thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for listening.